Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and it is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. We are going to get you kicked off for your week in Raid, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so we just had a 2x Sacred weekend, and if you haven't seen, I did have a video where I pulled 94 Sacreds. It was pretty insane and pretty fun. I hope if you pulled Sacreds, you had good luck. That means we are going to be getting a 10x event this weekend, probably. We'll know within the next 2 or 3 days or so, and I will keep you posted as soon as I know what that 10x is going to be, and we'll get you some full context on that. And then for next week, about 11 or 12 days from now, we will have 2x voids, and this is all contingent on if Plarium goes by their normal rotation. A couple weeks ago, we did have them throw a wrench in things and have that crazy Countess Licks event, so things were a little bit off kilter there for a second, but looks like we are going to be trending towards the more standard rotation of getting the 10x this weekend and then probably 2x voids about 11 days from now. And then something fun is we have a new world record for acquiring the Arbiter from the missions free to play. Day 63. If you remember, I'll try to link up there. I had a $1,000 free to play competition, and the winner of that went ahead and kept managing the account because it was going so well, and they were able to get Arbiter, all the Arbiter missions done on day 63 completely free to play. So I will do a video where I showcase that world record, and then we're going to be giving away that account, so that'll be a lot of fun. I will show you exactly what went into that process, what the account looks like. We'll cover the new world record, and then we'll give that account away to a lucky viewer. And then obviously the main thing going on in game this week is going to be the Yoshi fusion. Now this is going to be the third iteration of a St. Patrick's Day fusion. Back when I first started Raid, the first St. Patrick's Day after Raid launched, we got the Shamrock fusion, and I actually just missed this by about 3 days. I started playing right after the Shamrock fusion ended, kind of towards the end of March in 2019. And then the next year, St. Patrick's Day of 2020, we got the Killian the Lucky fusion, which was this champion right here. And then for this year, St. Patrick's Day of 2021, they were using that as an opportunity to kick off the Shadowkin faction and have the fusion event for Yoshi the Drunkard right here. He is St. Patrick's Day. You can see the 4-leaf clover design on the shield right there. So that's the 3 champions they've done for St. Patrick's Day, and that's the main event going on in game right now. And you do definitely want to fuse this guy if it's realistic for you to do so, because the Shadowkin faction is not going to have very many champions in it, and this guy will definitely be a good support for you in getting that roster started to start progressing in the Shadowkin faction. But that'll lead me into talking about what is going on in game right now. So we'll start with the tournament tab here. And the Fire Night tournament is going to be ending soon, so you're definitely going to want to scoop up these 5 fragments on the right side of things, and then keep an eye on your group to see if it's realistic to get into the top 2 to get some bonus fragments towards Yoshi. And then you got about a day and a half left on the champion training. You do for sure want to get up to, I think it was 8,100. I think I barely got that and then stopped. So 10 fragments right there, it's a big deal. It's tough to get to 8,100. I had to grind a lot. I was using my multi-battles in the campaign, trying to go for those 10 Yoshi fragments. Now, this one's going to be a hard one to get up in the top 2. There's always lots of players really developing lots of champions, so these are pretty tough to finish highly ranked in, but keep an eye on your group again to see if it's realistic to do so. But definitely go for these ones on the these 5 fragments right here. Those are a lot easier to get, and then if you can do enough to go for the 10, I would do that. And then once you go that far, I mean, you do get a legendary book to keep going. So if you get to 8,100, honestly, I might as well get that last 1,900 and just go for the 10K. And then if you really hate your life, I mean, if you really play a lot of Raid, you can go for the global leaderboard to get like 130K and get 2 legendary books. I don't know. This should be, the reward for winning the global of this should be like all of the Shadowkin legendaries. You should just get all 3 of them. A dupe Yoshi, a Genzin. You should just get every the 3 launch legendaries for Shadowkin. Why not? They should have done something a little bit more fun than just the 2 legendary books for the 1 person out of like 1 million players that wins the global. But anyway, I digress. That's a side rant. Then tomorrow, you can see here, we've got an Ice Golem tournament that will be launching. So that'll be pretty standard to just like the Fire Night tournament. You'll have the guaranteed fragments on the right, that you'll definitely want to scoop up and at least grind the golem a little bit. And then the golem is the easiest one to typically finish highly ranked, so maybe an opportunity for you to sneak up into the top 2 and get some extra fragments if you're really active in the golem. Then if we back out and check in on the events right now, it is just going to be the Dungeon Divers event that's live right now. You've got 10 fragments up for grabs, so I would definitely go for the 4,500 here. You've got 4.5 days to do so. Should be doable as long as you're active and playing consistently. Scoop up those 10 fragments in the Dungeon Divers here. And then also worth noting, here in about 3 days, if I go in here, I think it was March 25th, wasn't it? Let's go in here and look at events. We should have, yeah, artifact enhancement in about 3 days. You'll have another artifact enhancement. So for these next couple days, be careful about your silver. You don't want to go maxing a bunch of artifacts and then in 3 days be like, oh, I forgot the artifact enhancement event was starting. So yeah, next couple days, just be wary about spending your silver. But now let's go ahead and back out into the shop, and we'll see if there's anything worth going over here. Dungeon pack. This looks like kind of a newer type design for a pack. Let's pull up the spreadsheet and get this plugged in. We've got 20, and then silver 750k. Okay, energy of 300, gems 200, and then 5 energy refills, 2 days of XP, and then 3 legendary tomes. Okay, yeah, so a 2.15, not bad. It's kind of right on that borderline of something that's usually that I'm in the market to buy. You see here my purchase price of $17. That's where I would like to buy it if it were priced at 17. So a little bit above what I'm typically in the market to want to actually spend on the pack. But in terms of what we usually see in game, this is going to be one of the better ones in terms of being a well-rounded offer of stuff that you're going to be acquiring for your account. The rank 5 chicken pack, I think we've seen this a few times, and it doesn't grade out super well, like a 1.5 or something. But let me plug this in. 500 gems, 1.5 million, 100 brews, and 6 5-star chicken. 1.36. So okay, I would definitely prefer the dungeon pack over that one. The monthly pack, I haven't plugged this in for like 2 months, so let me go ahead and do this for you really quick. 1150, just to make, I always say it's a 2.45. I want to make sure I'm actually being accurate in saying that, but if I remember right, it's a 2.45. Then we're gonna go 8, 4, and 2. And then we'll put in the price of 50, and boom, 2.45. Okay, good. So I remembered that right. But also, not a horrible time to scoop that up because we've got the 2x voids probably launching in about 11 days, and you get 4 of them there. But it is an expensive one. So you're gonna have to weigh your options in terms of if you're wanting to get the shards or if you're prioritizing some more of the book and energy type stuff available right here. But we may get a better something before the end of the month here. You've got about 8 days left in March, so keep an eye on the monthly pack here if you're worried about buying that before it expires. Mini mix pack, I plugged that in last time. It's usually about a 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, depending on which spending tier you are in. I haven't spent for about 30 something days, so the game finally dropped me down to getting the $3 mini mix pack. So that will do it in terms of getting your raid week kicked off. Are we having extra stuff pop up, or is it just the gear offer? Just that. Okay, so $25 for Immortal Gear Epic. No thanks. That would need to be like $6 for me to want to recommend that. So let's go ahead and close that. But yeah, anyway, that'll wrap it up for getting your Monday kicked off on getting raid started here for the week. And if you're watching this video right away, I'm gonna head on over to stream. There will be a link down below to pinned comment if you want to come hang out, play some raid, and get our Monday kicked off here. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.